Well, the market is very happy to have a ban list today. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Wow, what a day. I didn't think we would get a Saturday ban list, but wow. And of course, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about today's market. One of you be walking away with a booster pack. I know we're doing two of those today. One in the morning market watch, one in the evening. So, Thunder Dragon Colossus. The nice ultimate rare of expensive. You know what's crazy about this? Your lowest listings are about $90 right now. But in the course of just today, look at your sales data. You've got 90 all day long here. This is one of the fastest moving cards I think I've ever actually seen. And earlier today, you had people spending 100, 108, 110, 115, 114. This is actually kind of insane to see your actual turnover rate on this card. Like, I'm genuinely impressed that people are spending this much money on this. And then to top things off down here, your secret rares. You know, these are a little bit up there. 28, 28, 22. Currently, lowest available is going to put you about $28 for the secret rares. We'll have to kind of wait and see how else that goes. And then regular, ultra boring Colossus from the tins. I remember when this was a $4 card. You're looking at nice sales data here, chunks at about $11 a piece. You have Top Table Gaming down here at $11.23 with 40 listings, and S Gaming with 336. Pretty strong line, but that's Colossus. Mr. Corridor here. Ah, yes, the thing that makes Colossus broken. A nice little thunder monster that lets you target a banished monster, except for Corridor. Special summon this and then shuffle that target back into the deck. You don't say. The ability to be able to manipulate and extend out these little crazy pieces and make Colossus, seems good. The fact that, but once again though, look, you have some lines in the sand down here quickly disappearing. I'm kind of curious if this will hold or if this will just kind of fade away. Arch Nemesis Protos. Yeah, the beautiful monster that everybody is actually pretty crazy here. I also love the TCG player tip. Before this card was forbidden in the advanced format, Protos was a Kingmaker in the early Sword Soul deck. Searchable with Heavenly Dragon Cycle and Sword Soul Emergence. It was easy to special summon and could lock your opponent out on their next turn entirely. Brutal. Yeah, I think having this card back is going to be interesting. Let's kind of see the idea what people will try to explore with this. But this is one of those funny haha interactions that you look at and you're like, wow. They actually brought Protos back. I love the $47, 23 listings. This thing has hit the $40 mark all day long here. Somebody spent $60 on a Protos. If you had a Protos listed, you just made out like an actual bandit on this. Like, this is crazy to see. And of course, the Magic Spectre stuff, New Ways actually hit 75. And they're going. You are at 5 listings now. You see, just in that little... This is going to hit 200 this afternoon. Oh, that's actually terrible. Okay, sure. Ryu coming in at 51. Bambuku's getting destroyed at 80. So we'll have to relook into this in the next couple of days. More Bambukus at 3 to 4s. And of course, surprisingly, Kieran hasn't... It's blasting off. I mean, you're seeing $6 here with, you know, market pushing up very rapidly here. But I'm honestly surprised. I thought this was going to be one of those cards that you would look at and see this thing, you know, get cratered off way worse. And surprisingly, it's not. The market's doing a pretty nice job at stabilizing for this. I once again, though, I'm kind of curious, you know, well, how will this hold up? Will we see more people kind of just look at the whole Magic Spectre thing? Or, you know, I do think it's pretty decent pre-legacy, but post, I don't know. Oh, hey, look at this. These engages hit $300. The insane part is they have sales data now. 250, 250, 260. Wow, I'm happy that Engage is back, but the fact that this thing just turned into, I mean, you bought these at like 120, you won. Like, that's insane. Roses, we have any movement on these? Are these finally doing something? You had one. Not a lot of people looking at this. What about Kagaris? I see 16, 17 listings now. 80s, 90s. Your lowest is, this is a different story now. I see we're at 185 for Alti Kagaris. Cool. So the Sky Striker stuff is moving on the back burner here. Shizuku's, are these moving? I don't. A lot of these damaged mod play ones are moving off. Yeah, cool. Well, the big value, I guess. Ugh. Cheers, by the way. Always stay hydrated out there. So when your Market Watch experience is absolutely devastating you and leaving you with a dry mouth because now you have content to film, it's definitely up there. Chicken game. You're telling me I can get a mod play for $4.20. No, I do think eventually we're probably going to see this card come back to multiples. Probably, because if I recall correctly, I think the OCG still has multiple chicken games at full capacity, which is fine, but this card, it's just a game of cat and mouse. You know, you basically, hey, you can pay $1,000, neither player can activate cards, effects in response to this activation, sure. Well, your opponent gains 1,000, you can draw a card, you can destroy this card. The fact that this card has a built-in thing, and it literally says the player with the lowest life points takes no damage, yeah, it's a very unique card, and you already know Sky Striker's going to be playing this for the draw one, and then just rotate another field spell on top of it. Mission accomplished. Oh, these cards. So, you shouldn't be surprised, and we made the video the other day talking about betting on fire. And if you actually picked up your fire stuff before this list, stay winning. Absolutely. Good job. I am happy for you. The fact that these Diabell stars are converting over $51 to $52 all day long here, and you're seeing this rapid uptick of this, yeah, it's to be expected. How are QCRs doing here? QCRs, I see 155, 154, 155, hitting up to 161, 162, 165. 170, 175, and it just continues. And you're going to see this trend all day long into the next couple of days as we head on into Rally here, as people are going to be like, hey, get your fire cards. Absolutely. Speaking of getting your fire cards, I wanted. That's right. I love these 300 QCRs. 140, 140, 137 were your last sales. You have nothing above 140, though, as of filming this, and you just accelerate up to the $200 mark. Well, if you didn't expect Wanteds to, revalue themselves at these crazy price points, I guess here we go. Meanwhile, actual base rarity Wanted down here coming in at 72, 75, 75, 75, 80. You did have a couple shifting around here. It does look like, for the most part here, that you're looking at about 75 now for this. It's not a happy 75 that you're going to want to be spending, but to make sure that you're locked in for the WCQ season for May, June, a little bit of July, that's a price you got to be willing to pay to play meta. Oh, speaking of meta, hi Bonfire. Wow. It looks like we're watching the turnover begin now at, surprisingly, Bonfires, you've only had 3 play sets have sold today since the list came out in the last couple hours. I'm actually kind of surprised that those aren't going more. Now, on the flip side of the equation down here, the Ultras, I see Ideally to Wait Out here, topping it off with $75 a piece. You have one abnormality here at 70, 72, heading on up to 73, and it just continues to do its thing. Once again, when you're looking at how the landscape is going to evolve out here with the future of things, I am not surprised. Once again, your Diabell Star, the Wanted package, Bonfires, these are all cards that you need to have kind of going forward out here just to make sure that you can play the top tier meta contender so we can actually play the best that we can. And then Orcus cards, man, Galatea's. Are these going to invert and go up? Still 25 listings. Still pushing about 55 to 60, sure. Nothing really too crazy there. Mr. Orcus, the Evening Star, 25, 25, 23, on up to 27. Yeah, nothing too strange there. I'm not really surprised by that. Quarter Century is about 10s. Orchestrated Returns coming in about 3 to 4s. Yeah, I mean, your Harp Horrors are still sitting at about 4 to 5, but honestly, nothing too crazy, at least in the back end of the movements. It looks, honestly, pretty normal. Well, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. We'll talk more about the market tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your day. All right? patrons. Thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.